Welcome to the podcast. Hello, Mr. Callahan. I am here with Chresina.
Hi. Hello.
First question. How is race evident in your life?
I feel like race is definitely a huge deal in my life. I'm sure with many. It's definitely a topic that has been talked about, on the news and even in person everywhere. It's like that it's such a huge topic and that it seems that there's a bit of a divide on whether it's a big deal or not.
You make interesting points.
Yeah.
All right, next question. Do you agree with the idea that race and ethnicity are social constructs?
I do believe it is because, again, it is talked about pretty much all the time on the news. It's brought about with like Stop Asian Hate and like the Black Lives Matter movement, and those are all very relevant topics in terms of race.
Fair enough. Is this something you think about on a daily basis? Why or why not?
I really think that kind of depends. I do think about it often, but not in a negative way or that it's a bad thing. It's just more that I'm aware that like I'm Asian American, but definitely it's more visible, or I notice it more when I'm out somewhere and I'm not in my comfort zone, or I'm somewhere where it's a majority white, predominantly white population, where I do feel kind of uncomfortable sometimes being like in my own skin.
All right, on to the next question. Do you believe that there is a divide between race and ethnicity?
I don't feel like there's really, it depends on what you mean by that, but I don't feel that the two are divided, but I do feel like between different races and ethnicities and that they are divided. We definitely take that into account when meeting other people, or taught like it's always relevant when other people are asking like, oh, what is your race and what is your ethnicity? And that's always a common question, especially somewhere that they don't typically see someone that looks like you.
Now, question number 5. What benefits or disadvantages do you feel you have in this country because of your race?
So I do feel like it depends on where you are, like the location-wise, because the population definitely matters when there's a majority of minorities or a majority of predominantly Caucasians.
Mm-hmm.
So I feel like being a minority in a predominantly minority-filled population definitely gives you the benefit of being immersed in different ethnicities and cultures, and you get to experience like different foods and different traditions. But the disadvantage would probably be that there's a lot of discrimination when it comes to this, that like you are definitely judged for what you believe in and your traditions and how you celebrate. Yeah.
All right, on to the last question. Do you believe that minorities are treated well in our country?
I believe that not really, no. I feel that there is a harder way of moving up in this country as a minority, that we do have to find our resources and know how to work with them a lot more than those who have been here and like predominantly Caucasian, because they kind of understand the system a little bit more. And growing up with immigrant parents, it's always been tougher trying to apply for different benefits or like finding different opportunities, because they don't really understand and know where to find these things.
All right. Thank you for taking the time to talk to us and talking to everyone listening to the podcast here.
Thank you so much for having me. It's been such a pleasure. Please have me again. Thank you.
Make sure to like, comment, subscribe.